So yes, we were discussing phylum mollusca, and this will be the complete summary of phylum mollusca we discussed. So let's get started with the very bright color, black. I know that's not bright. Well, phylum mollusca. This is the second largest phylum, and this the sauropod structure. Their body is tube with tube, and they have the organ system. They're bilateral, and they're diploblastic, and they have phylum. I have discussed that all in very detail. I'm just giving an overview of this. This will be the complete summary. They have they live in the aquatics. They have fresh and marine. This is the fresh water, and this is the marine water. Fresh water example is union, whereas in marine water the example is octopus, and in terrestrial they have the example which is snail. Terrestrial example would be snail, and their body plan is triploblastic, bilateral, phylum, organ system, and tube with tube. This was the basic introduction. Now let's get started with the diagram. We discuss an organism which is, let me just zoom it. We are discussing the phylum. The phylum we are discussing. Let me highlight this. Okay. We were discussing this structure, this one. So yes, we discussed that this the eye, or this the head region, and they have the alimentary canal. This complete is the alimentary canal. Here you find some organelle, here you find some organ, but here you find some visceral organ which does not have very much good with the visceral organ. Here they have the anus, that's why we just call this as a tube with tube organism. And here you will find a cavity. Here this is known as mantle, and this space is known as mantle cavity. And on the above side you find a shell. Shell simply helps in the protection. So this organism have a protection, say very good protection. And we discussed that if this is the mantle cavity, and this the region, like this the shell which helps them in the protection. This is the protection. Shell helps the protection. They have one structure which is leaf-like structure. This structure is known as centadium, which are like feather grills. They help them to move, or they help them in protection as well. Here, if this the mouth, here we have one more structure which is radula, which helps them in the, like this the respiratory organ, simply respiratory organ. Okay, then we discussed that phylum mollusca have 3 classes. If you don't get the classes, I cannot write it, but I can explain you again. This is a phylum mollusca, diploblastic and bilateral, advanced, symmetrical. This mollusca has 3 classes. 1 is the 2, and they're the third. So first class is gastropod. First is class gastropod, second is bivalve, the third one class is ctenophore. So this the largest one, and this one is normal, and this is not largest, but this is most advanced. And here you find largest example would be snail. So this means they live in the terrestrial organism. Unium simply lives in a freshwater. So this would be the freshwater example. Freshwater. The third is octopus, which means this live in marine water. Okay, so I'm sure you just got the concept. Mollusca, gastropod, bivalve, and class ctenophore. And yes, this was the complete mollusca. Here we have another picture which we also discuss. Oh, here I found. So these were all the example, which is clam, chiton, whelk. Then we have the squid, and in this we discuss this one, which are the shell, the eye, the hood, which has vascular. They have the tentacles.